Hello, everyone, and welcome to TM Counseling Podcast. This is a space where we listen to real stories, where real growth happens, and where we learn about registered counselors who are actually superheroes who don't need to wear capes. I'm your host, Sandy Cass, and today we have a great person here with us, Nikki, our very own registered counselor who has partnered with TM Counseling. Welcome, Nikki.
Thank you, Sandy.
Nikki, it's crazy to think you've been with us for 4 months. What a whirlwind.
It has been a whirlwind.
Did you think that, things would be easy, would be free-flowing? How did you feel getting into this, starting with the first 4 months?
Sandy, was a mix of emotions. I mean, obviously you're taking a leap of faith.
Yeah.
And, opening a practice has a lot of things that happen in the background.
Yeah.
And for me, this process has just been absolutely amazing. I mean, I didn't just partner with TM Counseling, I joined a team. And that team has been with me every single step of the way.
Love that. So, walk me through it. You wake up one day, you see, okay, TM Counseling has put out this partner application. You're like, TM Counseling is who I want to do this journey with, as opposed to, let me do this on my own.
Sandy, I've sort of gone through that process of trying to do it on my own, but TM Counseling's partnership actually seemed too good to be true, to be very honest with you. And what drew me to TM Counseling was that they were really going to walk that journey with me. It wasn't like, okay, come, and this is how things have to be done, and they were so transparent with the process from the beginning. And even my fiance was very skeptical.
I'm sure.
He says to me, like, this is impossible that they offer all of these things. And so we had a meeting with them and we asked so many different questions. And in the end, I just felt at ease because I knew I was joining a team, and at every step there was guidance. I felt held, and I could focus on becoming the best counselor that I could be.
I'm sure. And although you must have felt that guidance, and again, your hands being held through it all, you're not being left, thrown to the wolves. There must have been something that really worried you as well, that made you a bit reluctant, besides just this too good to be true whole idea of it all.
Yeah, I think for me, when you're partnering with someone, there's always that thought in the back of your mind, is this really going to be my practice? And how much control am I going to have over my practice? But when I was sort of going through the process of partnering with them, it was just so easy, and I realized I had so much control. This is my practice, and I get to make decisions on it, and what I want to do, and how I want to advertise, and all of those things. So it really feels like I'm opening my own practice, but now I have people walking that journey with me.
So correct me if I'm wrong, best thing ever.
Best thing ever.
So if anyone's looking at this and saying, okay, what is this really about? For you, what is being a TM practice partner really about?
It's about being part of a community. There's a group of registered counselors and other people that form part of the TM Counseling team, and we really are a community. We rely on each other. We contact each other when we've had a bad day or we need advice. And then there's those people that make your practice able to function and able to run. It's those behind the scenes people. And TM Counseling, we don't just focus on the practice. We do team building activities. We have synergy sessions where we can grow as counselors together. But then we also have spa days, which are absolutely amazing as a counselor, to sort of unwind with your team, and the team that's been walking this journey with you is so amazing.
Essentially, because you're doing life together, right? So it's also just this whole thing of, you're not just letting your clients know that, you're not just telling them this is what you should do. You're also making sure that you're walking that walk as well and living it as well. And it's not this thing of you should do it, but we don't have to do it at all.
Exactly. As much as we tell our clients they need to look after themselves and take time for themselves, we also need that. And it's so great that TM Counseling creates that space for us as registered counselors, where they say, okay, come, relax, de-stress,
Decompress.
after the year, in my case 4 months.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure there was no ways you would have imagined the 4 months being the way that they were. And that first month, I'm pretty sure how it even started literally was hit the ground running, right?
Exactly, Sand. When we were in the process of starting to open the practice, I was told, it might be slow in the beginning and whatever. And I had every intention of preparing myself.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to just be patient. Well, very first day fully booked. It was unreal. And it was so exciting to see that my practice was actually going to be a success. And it hasn't stopped. Since that first day,
I love that.
It hasn't stopped.
I love that. So which then brings on this thing of clients, because I'm sure you must have been worried, okay, where are these clients coming from? How are they going to know about me? Like, how does that whole aspect work?
Yeah.
And then there you go, first week, full calendar. You don't know the type of clients you're getting either. So it's literally like a little goodie bag, and the whole time is just a surprise.
Yes, exactly.
I love that. Any regrets?
No regrets.
Good. So essentially you have full autonomy as well, on how you want things to be, your schedule, the running of everything.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I get to decide my working hours. I've chosen to work in the afternoons and Saturdays, so my calendar is scheduled accordingly. And marketing, the marketing is done by TM Counseling, but if I need flyers, it's already designed for me. I just have to go and have it printed. Signs, designed, everything is ready, and it's done for me. And it's done according to what my clients are attracted to and what my clients need.
And that's amazing. So you never ever feel this aspect of you being neglected, or one side is getting attention and the other. There's always this constant inclusion of everything that's done, especially from I'm sure from an aspect of marketing. I know you mentioned flyers. What other marketing or teams or tools has been provided to you whilst being a partner?
Well, I think the website is a big one. It's a very high trafficked website, and the website is absolutely amazing. It's so beautiful. And then we have the Psychology Today profiles, we have flyers, we have brochures, business cards. My sign has been put out outside my office.
Beautiful.
And it really is beautiful. And so there's so many different opportunities, and not only do they provide that for you, but they give you guidance on where to put your flyers and who to interact with, and so that your name gets out there.
Absolutely. And I'm sure even with just that signage, I'm sure it's made a big difference where you have people going by and they just call and they're just like, hey, I saw this billboard and I just thought I should call, and something just leaned in and just told them, okay, they should give this a go. So
yes, exactly.
It's definitely helped.
And the best part is I didn't have to design it. I didn't have to go through that painstaking process. It was done for me. I just let them know, listen, I need a sign.
I love that. So now you're having fun. You've got your community. You're up and running. You've got clients coming in. What are your money and hours like? How does that get managed?
I manage it, Sandy.
Okay.
That's what's so amazing. My hours I determine. So at the moment I'm working in the afternoons and on Saturdays. And that's what works with my schedule, and it allows me to structure my hours according to my life. And then money, they pay me directly. The clients, the medical aids, they pay me directly. Nothing goes through TM Counseling. So that also gives me the feeling of this is my practice.
Yeah.
And I make decisions financially for my practice.
Absolutely. And that is amazing. And I'm saying here, I'm just like, this is crazy. It's been 4 months and all of this, and to just have that full control and autonomy over this practice. And again, you could be doing this on your own, but it almost feels like you are doing it on your own, but you do have that support. And the next person who's then is just like, okay, maybe me, but they've just been like you, going on, seeing what TM Counseling is doing, but they've been reluctant for however long, what is the advice that you would give them to partnering with TM Counseling?
You know, I'd say it's the best decision that you can ever make. You know, when you think about opening a private practice, there are other things that you don't really see on the nice billboards and everything. It's that team and those tools that are working in behind the scenes, and the team at TM Counseling is exceptional. They are so responsive, so efficient. They're always at one step ahead of me. And the technology honestly is amazing. When it comes to billing, scheduling appointments, collecting money, I don't have to worry about any of that. The team handles that. The marketing is brilliant and everything is designed according to your needs.
Yeah.
And it allows me to just focus on being a counselor and improving myself as a counselor.
Absolutely. So safe to say, if you're not with TM, what are you doing?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Why would you want to do it any other way?
Exactly. And then, if there was anyone who was thinking about this or had any kind of reluctancy, to taking this very same leap that you have taken and have been, like, yeah, maybe I should do this on my own. What is the best advice that you would be able to give them?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Honestly, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. They are so transparent and they are so willing to guide and assist you at every step of the way.
Yeah.
And that to open a practice where you have that support, where you're not so isolated, because opening a practice can be very isolating. And now you have this team of registered counselors who have gone through this process with TM Counseling, and they're going to be there to really guide you, and they're going to give you a space where you can fumble and it's not going to be the end of the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also just saying, no matter how busy, each counselor might be, it doesn't take away from that time of just being like, hey, let's pause for a little, let's be there for each other, let's support, let's check in, even if we're not seeing each other. It's the online meetings. I'm sure there's communication that's constantly taking, so you never really feel that gap, but it's also just celebrating every achievement that you're all making and those milestones. I think that's amazing.
It is amazing. It's you something happens to you in a counseling session, or you have a breakthrough, and then you can share it with people, and then they're like, way to go, well done, super proud of you. And having that sort of safe space to go and share your wins and sometimes your losses. But you constantly have that backing of a team and a community behind you.
Absolutely. It's almost like your bonus family that you didn't know that you were going to get.
Exactly.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Nikki, and thank you for just sharing on your journey and how it's been. And I'm sure TM is elated to have you as their partner, and it's just been a breeze without its challenges, but it's been a breeze. So ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it here first, that partnering with TM Counseling is possible. You get the support that you need. You've got thriving practices. You're part of a community, and TM Counseling is there to take care of the rest. So if you are interested and want to be part of this journey, contact TM Counseling at www.tmcounseling.co.za, and we'd be more than happy to have you part as a partnership.